Okay, so we're back with more Final Fantasy XIV goodness. When we last left off, we had finally beaten the Lady of the Whirl. The Lady of Wind, Garuda. And, well, we just discovered the, new Ultima Weapon that they're that the Garleans have now. And we're back here in the Wakened Sands with Y'shtola, Ida, Alphino, and Sid, all of whom we're the only ones here. Anyways, place is still a mess, but more on that later. Anyways, so we're going to speak with to Y'shtola.
The rescue of our allies will be no small undertaking, Bayan. Even under normal circumstances, breaching the defenses of an Imperial castrum would be a highly dangerous proposition. But now that Castrum Sentry houses prisoners whom the Garleans deem valuable, we may be confident that they have taken additional measures to ensure the stronghold's security. If we are to free our friends, we will require an effective strategy, and if we are to formulate an effective strategy, we will require intelligence. I believe I know a man who may be able to assist us. Lord Portelaine of House Durandare. He is stationed at the Observatorium in Kurthas. Let us go to him and beseech his aid.
Every time I think I'm going to be able to avoid Kurthas, I end up back here for some reason. Alright. We'll take the Chocobo Porter south to the Observatorium and frickin' go from there. It's 10:20 p.m. in Eorzea and 11:35 where I live. So this will probably be the last live stream I do for the night. And I just connected on my Alright, we're back at the Observatorium. See how far we have to climb this thing. Keep going. Keep on trucking. Jesus, we have to climb even further? Oh, wait. I think we just went the wrong way. Yep. Stupid. He's in here. Ah, Bayan, the man who unmasked the heretic in our midst. To what do I owe the pleasure of your company? You are an associate of Y'shtola. But of course, Lord Drillmont and confided to me that you were a scion of the Seventh Dawn. Castrum Sentry? What interest have you in all the Imperials?
They hold several of our number, whom we intend to free. Any information you can provide will be greatly appreciated.
I see. That might explain our scouts' reports. They observed 4 prisoners being led into the castrum. A Huron woman, an Elysian man, and 2 Lalafels. 1 male, 1 female.
It has to be Minfilia, Urianche, Papalimo, and Tataru.
If that scant morsel is of use to you, you may also be interested to hear about a more recent incident.
Incident?
An Imperial airship made an emergency landing here in Kurthus not long ago. 2 men believed to be prisoners, a Rogadine and a Lalafel, were seen fleeing from the craft. What did you say? A Rogadine and a Lalafel, Master Garland. Neither wore Imperial dress, and both seemed disinclined to wait for rescue, hence our assumption that they were prisoners. Well, I'll be damned. It's Biggs and Wedge. Trust those 2 rascals to escape. We must find them, Bayan, and soon. The Imperials will not rest until they're captured or killed, and if Biggs were given the choice, I fear he'd take the latter. Freeing those held in Castrum Sentry will require substantial planning and preparation. As such, it is an endeavor that will admit some slight delay. The matter of the escapees, by contrast, will not. Shortly after the prisoners vacated the airship, our scouts observed Imperial troops setting off in pursuit. It is likely only a matter of time before they catch them. If you wish to see your comrades again, you had best act now.
If, as has been suggested, the Garleans took our fellow Scions prisoner in hopes of his understanding the Echo, it seems reasonable to assume that they will not be executed until such time as the study is complete. But Biggs and Wedge are not Scions, nor do they know aught of the Echo. As Lord Portlane said, this may prove our only chance to rescue them. I say we seize it.
Thank you, everyone. You won't regret this. I sure hope we won't. What's going on? Oh. Fucking Final Fantasy XI wannabe. Final Fantasy XII wannabes. Wait, was it 12 or 11? No, it's 12. That's right. Final preparations are almost complete, my lord. There stands the culmination of 5 long years of painstaking work. But all our efforts will be vindicated when the Emperor's vision becomes reality. At last, we have the power to purge this land of its false gods. We shall give the ignorant children of Eorzea the security and stability they so desperately crave, and which their spineless leaders have so palpably failed to provide. As you say, my lord, rest assured our engineers will not rest until the weapon is fully armed and operational. Reuniting. You depart for Castrum Occidens at midnight. You will command the Western Front in Vilbrand. The Eorzeans will attempt to interfere with our plans. You will see that they do not.
My lord, if this be your will, I will carry it out to the best of my ability. I live only to serve the Empire. Yet, forgive my imprudence, but is it proper to give command of half our forces to a... I have given you nothing, Praefectus. You have earned it. That will be all. Dismissed. Yes, my lord. My quarters. 1 hour.
They gonna get it on. They're gonna get it on. Sorry, yeah. Sorry, I just had to say that. Alright, back to, My purpose here is to recon... My purpose here is to reconnoiter Garlean activity along Abaletha's spine. Owing to this, I have the honor of being acquainted with Y'shtola. Now, the report of the Imperial's airship's emergency landing came to us by way of Zemael Darkhold, situated to the west. Our man stationed at the entrance, a knight named Briselt, may be able to tell you more. So as to expedite your mission, I shall furnish you with a letter of introduction. I pray that you will soon be reunited with your comrades. May the Fury grant you strength. Hey, you finally made it, Kevin. You missed out on frickin' a serious fucking battle. Unless you were watching last live stream.
I was here lurking.
Figures. You always seem to be lurking. Okay, I can disconnect the frickin' app because I'm not frickin' using it really. You stand before Zemael Darkhold, the subterranean fortress excavated by the great Ishgardian house of the same name. None but authorized personnel may enter. A letter from Lord Portalain. So you've come about the Imperial airship. According to our scouts, the vessel had scarce touched the ground when a pair of men, captives by all accounts, burst forth and bolted. Imperial soldiers have since been sighted in the area, seeking to recapture them. What? The captives would like to be your friends, you say? Then let us pray that they are yet a step ahead of their pursuers. The emergency landing reportedly took place near the Aurum Vale, situated south and west of here. I suggest you take your search there. Seek out a knight named Perimons. He should be able to assist you. Wait, did he just say Aurum fucking... Yes, he did.
Don't wanna mess your voiceovers up, and with the delay it's easy.
Yeah, I hear ya. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! Running, running, running! Well, thanks for that, Kev. I really appreciate it, by the way. Here it is. An Imperial airship. Aye. I saw it approach the land with mine own two eyes. I hastened to the landing site, arriving just in time to see the vessel take to the skies again, but not before it had deployed a detachment of troops. Gruff orders were being barked, and there was an air of consternation about them. There were prisoners aboard the airship, it seems, and they seized the opportunity to flee when the vessel was forced to land. The Garleans who were deployed formed search parties and proceeded to scour the wilderness. In order to alert our forces, I returned to my post. To find evidence that someone had been there in my absence, whoever they were, they tried the door to no avail, and decided to go elsewhere. In all, I marked 2 sets of footprints, one large and one small. If you search the area, mayhap you will be able to follow the prints of their owners. Well, let's see. Oh my god, the surveying's gonna take forever. I hate how long surveying takes. It's like watching flies fuck. Damn, look at that. If only we were a ninja. Okay. Oh. Wedge! So cold. I want to go home. Wedge, right here. Ah! Please don't leave me. I'm not nearly as succulent as I look. It's all skin and bones underneath, I swear. Bayan, it's you! Thank goodness you're here! It's been awful! The Garleans were snapping at our heels like a hungry pack of wolves. I was so hell's bent on evading them, I almost ran headlong into a monster's gaping maw. Thrice! And when I finally found cover, it hit me how cold and hungry I was. But Biggs, he's in here. He went off in a different direction to lure our pursuers away.
It's me, Sid. Have you had any success? Track down Wedge. That's wonderful news. Now what of Biggs?
I see. Well, it hardly surprises me that the big fellow went off as he did. For all the tongue lashings he gives Wedge, he's always taking care of him. I've scoured the area surrounding the Darkhold, but I have nothing to show for it. At any rate, we know for a fact that Biggs headed west, with both Ida and Yashola helping out. I'm sure he'll turn up soon. Now then, I'll make my way over to your position while keeping an eye out for Biggs. If memory serves, there should be an Ishgardian fortification not far to your west. Monument Tower, I believe it's called. Let's meet there.
Dare I hope? Was that Master Garland you spoke with? After 5 long years, thank goodness he's alive. I'm feeling better now, Bayan. Let's go to Monument Tower and wait for the chief to arrive.
Sounds good to me. Better than hiding under this bridge, freezing our asses off. Man, look at that sight. That sight is fucking awesome. We're almost there. Here we are.
Well met and welcome, adventurer. What brings you to this frozen corner of the realm? Oh, it would seem your companion has caught a chill. Come and warm yourself by the fire. I will bring you a hot broth.
Just as well, we're all hungry.
How are you feeling now, then? Stay here as long as you need. The same goes for you, friend. 'Tis plain you have had a hard journey ahead of you. You must find rest when you can.
Alright, let's talk to Wedge.
I'm fine now, thanks to you. But I can't bear to think that Biggs is still all alone in the cold, with Garleans on his heels. He lured the enemy away for my sake, and now he's suffering for it. Friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
Well, let's hope.
Would not raise your hopes unduly, but there is a cave situated a short distance to the south. We call it the Fury's Gaze, and it may be worth the while to investigate. I make this suggestion only because your friend seems like a selfless sort. Rather than drawing the enemy to this tower, mayhap he elected to pass us by.
Well, let's hope. I sure hope she's right, 'cause... Yeah, I don't fuck with those revenants, 'cause... I could... Yeah, fuck it, I'm running. Jesus Christ, you would have thought that other guy would have frickin' taken care of that plasmoid at least. So much to go for wishful thinking there.
Bayan, were you able to learn anything? Not in this area. Well, that stands to reason, I suppose, seeing as he was trying to lure the Garleans away from me. But where within this vast sea of snow and ice could he be?
Hey, your guess is as good as mine. Oh no, I'm not fucking with those things.
We can't give up! We must find Biggs before he succumbs to the cold, or is recaptured! There must be someone in this tower who can help us, even if it's only to tell us where to look! Ask them for me. Ask anyone who will listen, and hurry! Biggs' chances of survival grow slimmer by the moment.
Alright, let's climb up the stairs and see, Your friend is lost in the wilderness, you say? If he is not to be found around here or in the vicinity of the Darkhold, it's possible he made for Whitebrim. To reach it, one must travel through Denifin Pass, the southern end of which lies to the north and east of here. While I make no guarantee that your search will bear fruit, it is surely better than worrying in idleness. I wish you luck. Oh, and one more thing. Do tread warily when climbing the stairs here. Not a moon ago, I near broke my neck when I slipped and took a tumble. Nah, I'll just go the fun way. I'll jump off the roof. I am God. Let's hope he's near Danifin's Pass and not somewhere, you know, dangerous. Y'shtola! Oh dear. Oh, duh. It would really help if we did remember that our chocobo is there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Now. Oh, damn. Biggs is a pugilist? Didn't know that. Our orders are to take you back, dead or alive. Which will it be, engineer? Why don't you come and find out, Tinhead?
Ah, Bayan. It is well that you're here. The situation is grave. Biggs is in a bad way. We need to do something. Right now. Ida has the right of it. He will perish if we delay. With me!
Let's kick some ass. He's not alone. Kill them all. I'll take the pugilist down first. Or not. How did you know where to find me? Hold your ground. Reinforcements are coming.
The more the merrier. I'll pound you all to the next Umbrella era. Ida, less provoking, more pummeling, if you would be so kind.
Great, some more room in here. Vanguards! Destroy them!
Bayan, stay close to Biggs!
Yeah, but I also need to stay close to you and... Alright, why not pick on someone your own size? But then again, I'm not your own size.
How many of them are there? More than are conducted to merriment. Next time, Ida, have a care for what you wish for.
This is the last of them. There we go. My thanks. Another moment, and I would have...
He has been too long in the cold. We must find shelter for him. Monument Tower, you say? Very well. Ida and I shall bear him there with all haste. Sid'll be so happy to see Biggs and Wedge again. Aw, I love reunions.
Yeah, but let's get out of here so we can witness that reunion. Here we go.
I cannot thank you enough, Bayan. And the same goes for the rest of you. Thank you so much. Oh, don't mention it. We are a family, are we not? Well, yes, it's just I didn't think I'd ever see him again.
I owe the lot of you my life. And you saved Wedges too, Bayan. I'm losing count of how many I owe you. Biggs, Wedge. Gods, it's good to see the two of you again.
Chief, it's you! It's really you!
In our hearts, we knew you were still alive, but to finally see you in the flesh... When Alfino told me of the raid on the Waking Sands, I feared the worst. What happened? The enemy struck with nary a warning. We didn't stand a chance. Wedge and I were in the workshop when they came. Before we knew what was happening, the Imperials had us at gunpoint.
It must have been awful. There's one thing I don't understand, though. How did the Galeans get there so fast? I mean, the Immortal Flame should have seen them coming, right? I myself have asked the same question. That day, when I returned to the carnage at the Waking Sands, I noted not a mist in horizon. Nothing at all to suggest the passing of an Imperial force. From this, I conclude that the Galeans came neither by land nor by air. Nay, they were born there by potent teleportation magics. Magics of the kind used by the Scions. Carry on. We were bound and blindfolded, and bundled into the cargo bay of a waiting airship. I can't say rightly how long we were aboard, but when the time came for us to disembark, we found ourselves in the midst of an Imperial stronghold, Castrum Sentry. Upon arrival, we were marched off into the main complex. Biggs and I were thrown into a detainment cell together, while Minfilia and the others were taken elsewhere. That was the last we heard from them.
Castrum Sentry. What happened next?
Well, we were held in isolation for what felt like years, but was probably moons. Or maybe only weeks. And then, without warning, the Imperials collected the pair of us and put us on another vessel, which we found out was bound for Garlemald, much to our dread. We knew that if we were taken back there, we weren't like to leave again. So, risky though it was, we sabotaged the ship's altitude control and thereby forced an emergency landing. And in the midst of the ensuing chaos, we managed to slip our captors. The rest, as they say, is history.
If I didn't know any better, I'd call that a likely story. Sabotaging the altitude controls of an airborne vessel. That will have been Biggs's handiwork, like as not. You were always resourceful in a tight spot, my friend. Bayan, thank you for returning my dear assistance to me. It would seem I owe you yet another debt of gratitude. There are still so many questions in my mind, but the answers can wait. Minfilia and the others still want for rescue. Alright, you lot. Garland Ironworks is back in business. Let's go and give the Imperials what for. Where to next? Thanks to you, Biggs and Wedge are with us again. Now we must find a way to rescue Minfilia and the others. Gods know we've been keeping them waiting too long already. Based on what we've learned, I believe it's safe to say they're being held at Castrum Sentry. So let us convene at Renovant's Toll in Mordona. 'Tis a good place as any to prepare, and better than most. The road leading east and south will get you there. When we arrive, let us seek the advice of the local adventurers. We're bound to learn a thing or two that will benefit our mission. Alright. We're so close I can taste it. But again, we're finally going to be out of frickin' Karthus for a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Mordona. Alright, our first order of business, like with everything else, attuned to the 8th right here. All the buildings you see here in Mordona have been added throughout the patches, so this isn't exactly gonna be like a... I kinda wish it would just, it would let us choose which updates to do, you know?
Well met, friend. What brings you to Renovant's Toll?
Did I hear you rightly? Your friends are being held captive at Catstrom Sentry, and you want to rescue them. I don't mean to discourage you, but that might prove difficult. The stronghold has been on high alert of late, with armored patrols seen about the perimeter around the clock. Not even a fly could get within 100 yards of the walls undetected.
If the Guardians were alerted to our coming, we cannot know what they will do to Minfilia and the others. We must act with the greatest stealth.
Aye, it has to be good old-fashioned infiltration.
But with security so tight, how are we going to smuggle ourselves in?
Why, I have a mind to walk through the front door.
Huh? The front door?
Aye. We'll disguise ourselves as Imperial troops and march right in. For this, we'll need a few sets of Imperial uniforms, a suit of Magitech armor, and impeccable timing.
That's a bold strategy, but it just might work.
Where we are, there's certainly no shortage of opportunities to borrow the equipment. Knowing those Imperial bastards, they won't even suspect that we savage Eorzeans would think to use their technology. Then it's settled.
If you're determined to go ahead with this, I'd recommend you speak with Glaumont. The fellow's got a personal grudge against the Empire, and happens to know a deal about Castrum Sentry besides. I've no doubt he'd want to be of aid.
Ada and I shall go reconnoiter Gallian activity at the stronghold. It would not do if something were to befall our comrades before we had the chance to act. Come and join us when you're ready, Bayan. Let's do this. Sometimes I wonder, Ida, are there ever times when you're not enthused? I'm nothing if not enthused, Istrola, and you're beginning to remind me of Papa Nemo.
Alright, let's speak with Glaumont.
Looking for Glaumont, are you? Well, you found him, whoever you are. Eh? You're looking to get inside Castrum Sentry and you need my help. Something tells me we're gonna get along just fine.
So, you have friends at Castrum Sentry would want for rescue.
That Slathborn knows me too well. You can count on my help. I've got a score to settle with the Imperials, and I never pass on an opportunity to get back at the Horse Sons. But enough about me. Let's talk strategy. Rescuing folk from captivity is right delicate business. A single oversight, just one little blunder, and it's all over. You can't leave any room for uncertainty. For starters, you need to conform beyond the shadow of a doubt that your friends are who you think they are. You don't want to risk your neck only to discover they've been moved elsewhere. But how can you find out, you ask? By following these instructions. If you approach Sentry from the east, you'll see a swampland to your left called the Tangle. Get in there, never mind all the moleballs, and navigate your way to the southwestern corner. You'll come upon some drainage pipes coming from the stronghold. Don't ask me how I know, but one of them leads back up to the command tower. If you listen closely, you might be, as you can eavesdrop on some of the happenings within. Once we know for certain your friends are there, we'll move to the next stage of the operation. Now get going and Godspeed.
I don't like the sound of moleballs. Alright. Hey, who knows? Maybe someone's killed all the moleballs in here. Okay, maybe we'll have to deal with a moreball or two. And we only needed to deal with one. Good. Oh, and three or four Chigos. They say they're level 35, but they have the strength of a level 45. Alright, let's get in there. What of the captain? Does she still refuse to speak? She may as well be a deaf mute for all the information we've gotten out of her.
The others aren't much better. The Allagan gets on my nerves most of all. Every time he opens his mouth, it's only to spout gibberish.
I do wonder, why is the Tribunus so obsessed with this Minfilia woman?
Say she possesses some mystical power. Something we Garleans don't have.
Mystical power? Like the kind the beastmen use?
How am I supposed to bloody know? If you're so curious, why don't you ask the Tribunus yourself?
As well try to tumble her. I like my head where it is, thank you very much.
Our break is over. Best we get back to our stations.
Well, that works to our advantage. Hey, when did Alfino get here?
'Tis good to see you again, Bayan. I'm given to understand that you've conducted some reconnaissance. Tell me, what were you able to learn? So Minfilia and the others are indeed at Castrum Sentry. Their presence thus confirmed, we may proceed with the mission. While you were afield, Sid took the liberty of devising a plan of action. Pray, have the details from him.
Good work, Bayan. As Alfino has already told you, we plotted out a course for the rescue. The gist of it is unchanged. We disguise ourselves as Imperial soldiers and infiltrate the stronghold. Glaumont is looking into ways to procure a suit of Magitech armor. In the meantime, I need your assistance for some preparation of my own. Minfilia and the others are counting on us, Bayan. Let us not keep them waiting any longer than necessary. And that is it for that. At least until level 45. So that concludes this live stream for the night. I'm gonna get some shut-eye, some mending done, and some new gear, hopefully. In the meantime, I hope you all enjoyed the show. I'm just gonna...
Great Steam, have a great night.
Thanks a lot, man. Have a good one, Kevin. But yeah, I'm gonna sign off for the night. So, until next time, Kruznik X, out.